you're not made to work even on sick days here. There, though the company don't force you to work, but then your work gets pending and
Does
then
India have sick days in the companies now?
it does, but limited.
So it's
It
on the contract. So you have particular number of sick days
Yes,
on the contract.
yes.
Okay.
So if you're sick for prolonged days, you never know what kind of sickness you get, right? So even if you get viral flu and you take 4 days off, then the days are shortened, your period of sickness. And then when you have something major, for example, you break a bone, you get in an accident or something, then you need to ask for a special permission or there's loss of pay.
Okay.
So that is one thing that lacks. All right, then. That's so much of bureaucracy and all the insights in living in Germany. But it's not to discourage somebody or to encourage people to stay back in India or something. But these are the harsh realities and also the beautiful sites that you build your life here. And it's nice to be here, but also you might miss your home country sometime. All right, let's roll on to something fun now. Okay, let's play a game where
Okay.
you need to rate the following.
Okay.
I'll say certain words and then you need to rate those.
Okay. Out of 10, is it?
Yeah, out of 10. Are
Okay.
you ready?
Yes.
Okay. German public transport.
Ooh. If you had asked me five years before, a solid 8. Now, solid 5.
Why? Why do you think?
Um, have you seen me traveling in trains recently? No, right?
No.
Yeah, because the train timetable is changing very frequently. The changes doesn't happen. You miss your second train. There's no connection. There's no proper connection. Before 5 6 years, it was really punctual. They were known for their timekeeping. So I think now they have lost their charm. I wish that they really come back and make the transportation much better and convenient for people. But for now, I would rate it a 5.
Okay. And the German bureaucracy?
I think, on the contrary, I don't think the bureaucracy side is bad. I would give it a solid 7.
Okay, that's nice. And German food.
What's German? Okay, sorry. Um, I would give it a 4.
Don't you like the schnitzels and bratwurst?
Ooh, right. Probably a 6.
Okay. Okay. And when it comes to safety?
A 10.
Okay. And work life balance?
9.
German weather?
I love it here. So I love all the weathers here. So again, a 9.
German friendliness?
Controversial. Depending on my personal experience, a 4.
Your friends are gonna call you.
Not my German friends though, because I have none. I mean, let me clarify one thing.
Okay.
When I say I don't have friends, I'm not counting my colleagues who are also my friends.
Okay.
So I'm just purely talking about friends outside work.
Okay.
So, 5.
Diplomatic. Okay. Healthcare.
Um, Again, before 5 6 years, it was a 7, and now I would rate a 5 again. Because of my recent experience, I had to get my root canal done, and they asked me to come after a month for an appointment. I tried to find different hospitals, but it's insanely difficult to get an appointment for some things that are really painful. I had to fly back to India, so I would give it a 5.
Okay. And cleanliness.
10.
Making friends.
With Germans, or
With Germans.
I think we already covered it. 5.
Okay. I mean, how hard is it? Or
It is hard. So basically, it is hard. Not everyone is very open. We come from a different background than them. So we need to understand certain things, certain aspects when we communicate with them. Some people, when we really talk openly or knock on a door on unannounced, they take it a bit of an offense side rather than being friendly. So you have to be really careful how you approach. I don't mean each and every German is like that, but it's a general opinion that you have to be a bit careful. At least in my case, you cannot be. It's difficult.
Okay,
So yeah,
got it. How about learning German?
like, did I learn German well, or
No, the whole process of learning German, how would you rate it?
the process? I would rate it a 8 because there is a lot of reading materials now, studying materials now. There are a lot of apps to learn. If you tell my German skills, I would rate it a 2.
Okay, that is too low for 13 years.
That's true.
Okay.
I do have one important topic now. I think it's very common that the families back in India misunderstand couples, thinking that we have a really lavish life here. It's very easy for us to earn money. We spend without a limit. We are not saving for ourselves, for our kids. What do you think about it? Is this fair enough? Or what is your opinion about it?
No, I think this comes from the taboo that's been there since a long time. Because in olden days, people used to think that people who go out, they earn nice and they come back and settle down in India, they have good money. I think that it springs from that thought, but in reality, it is, I wouldn't say it is like that because, for example, when we have trouble, we wouldn't involve our family saying, okay, we have troubles, we have all these struggles going on, and we have this obstruction in our life, we didn't get job, or we never say all these problems, or we, if we are sick, we don't say this to our parents. So what they might think is that everything is running smoothly, but what they don't understand is we need to face each and every problem on our own here. And back in India, if you have anything, any such struggles, there are families backing up, and there are, you can go to people, approach people asking for help. Here that is not the case. You need to find solutions on your own, you need to run pillars and corners finding for the right answers and to find the right guidance. This side of our struggles here is not well communicated to families back in India. Some people don't understand that being here, a common life of a housewife, for example, you get house help back in India, you get people to support you, or maybe if you live in a joint family, there are people doing multitasking helping you. Here the lady has to just take care of her family, cook, clean, go to work, everything. And if she has a good partner who is helping out, that is good. Or else it is major frustrating point where she has to take care of everything with zero help. And also goes for the man, if there is a supporting partner listening to his struggles at office or at work, outside, and they go hand in hand, is fine. If they have disputes, or if there's a misunderstanding, or there's problems between them, it can be a major struggle here, away from home. So these are the things that people in India won't understand, and they think that everything is nice being away.
It is true. I agree with what you said. Moving itself is a challenge for a couple. So it tests your relationship in the ways that you cannot imagine here. It's very different from living in India, living in Germany. There are responsibilities, there are downsides, there are upsides, there are beautiful moments, there are moments that you like arguments and stuff like that. I think, or what do you think is the right way to build a relationship here? What are the things that we have to pay attention to as a couple?
One thing I think is important is boundary. to have the boundary to respect her space, and when there's something that doesn't go your way, not to damage the other person's mental stability, because here you don't have any diversions in your life, because it is just two people in a house, and you don't go out, you don't do stuff often that you do in India, where the life is so happening, cheerful. It is just calm, quiet moments with each other. And for certain people, it might turn boring, or some people might find it very frustrating to build a life on their own here without any help or support. So during those moments, it is important to, not take the other person as granted, because he or she is doing stuff for you, and to build their life here. For example, if the wife is taking care of your house, bringing up your children, taking care of your cooking, your needs, everything, do not take her as granted, because she is also newly here and she's doing her bit to the maximum to build her life. And also not to take the man for granted. If he's working for you, he's providing for you, if he's the man of the house and he's doing things for you.
I think also the common scenario right today in these days are both are working, right? So what do you think are the challenges that comes when both are working, um, them not having kids? What are the, I think most of the cases that we see on social media now, that especially in Germany, is that many people are getting separated. What do you think is the main reason for it? Do you think not respecting boundaries or not knowing to respect one's wish might be the stemming point for this kind of situation, or what do you think?
Yes, that might be the stemming point, because when the spouse moves in, she might have expectations that my life is this way, my life will be this way. But when it is here, when the reality hits her and it's something different than what she had imagined, she might have that frustration. And then the other half should be able to take care of her needs, or to, balance that out, because it is very important that end of the day you guys be together under one roof. And he might have not informed her about his struggles here that he's facing, and once she is here, he might open up to her that this is life, and this is how it is to live here. So, in that case, maybe the expectations are not met, but yet they should be kind enough to support each other in the things that they want to do in a positive way. For example, if she wants to go out and work, maybe support her in that way. Or if she wants to be at home and you do something to support that. That kind of understanding, you need to sit down, talk it out, whatever is built up, because here we don't have families or distractions around, as I mentioned earlier. So you tend to pay more attention to all the little minute habits and the temperament of each another. And that sometimes can be irritating, and you need to put aside your ego and sit down and talk it out. And this concept of life is only for people who are meant to grow old with each other, not people who thinks, okay, if this doesn't work out, I'm walking out, this doesn't work here. They need to be strong headed to work over whatever comes through their way, and whatever challenges ahead. So only in that case of time, maybe they
I think
can.
it's also important to, I know respecting boundaries are important, but also it's very important to give a safe space for thinking. Um, have their own space, have their own time during the day, or having that space is very important, I guess, for a relationship. Not to be overwhelmed with one another all the time. I think this is very important for a successful relationship, especially when you're living abroad with no one to support your life.
Yeah. Basically, end of the day, just be the person the other one wants to run and talk to, and not like run away and call back home and say that, okay, this happened, or call friends, okay,
Yeah.
this is my life. No, be the person who your wife or your husband runs to and explain that, okay, this is what happened, and cry on your shoulder. Be that shoulder. So that's when it works.
Makes sense. We went too deep into this topic of relationships. I would like to lighten up the mood a bit with the rapid fire.
Okay.
All right. German food or Indian food?
Oh my God. Indian food. Also, I
Okay.
like German food,
Okay.
but okay, German food is calm, but Indian food is like firework to me.
Okay. One thing that Germany does better than India.
Putting rules in place and also in following them, which actually impacts on a whole wider look.
Okay. One thing India does better than Germany.
Okay, there are a lot of things, but I would say the human connection. Like, you can talk to anybody about anything at any certain point of time. Imagine you're traveling in a train or plane, you just talk to the person next to you. So, that kind of human connection is better in
Good
India.
answer. Most underrated thing about Germany.
The reliability, I would say. You can rely on Germans when they say something to you, they will stand on it.
Does it? Is it the same for the transportation?
Not not in that way, but for example, even if a colleague, if they say that, okay, I'll be there for you, they will be there. I cannot doubt that. So
Okay.
that kind of reliability is better.
Okay. One thing Germany should understand about Indians. I think this is a very important question.
Okay. Personally, I feel that when an Indian cares for you, he tends to ask you more questions. It might be personal, or for example, if I'm an Indian who meets a new German, I might be like, how are you? How's your family? Who's there in your family? How many kids do you have? Germans might feel this is more intrusive, but it is kind of care, concern, and friendliness the Indian might show you in that way. So that is one thing Germans should understand about Indians.
That's nice. Has Germany changed your personality?
Uh, yeah, but not personality. Personality, I think I have the same, but maybe mindset. It has affected my mindset in a positive way. The way we do things in our everyday is better. We do it in the German way, like in more punctual, more steady, more organized kind of life is easier than an unpredictable one. So I think Indian personality and German mindset.
Nice. I think we are almost at the end of the episode now. One last discussion that I would like to have is, what is this one advice that we would like to give people who are planning to move to Germany or recently moved to Germany? What do you think is the one most important advice that they should have? Or what you wished you had people advising you before you moved to Germany?
I wouldn't say I missed out on any advice because you were there throughout my journey, and thank you for that. I'm lucky for that. And the advice to people who move to Germany is not to fall into the sugar coated things that you see on certain platforms, to research on the real side and be prepared, because life here is very beautiful, but it can turn out to be a struggle if you're not prepared. So, well, prepare in advance and then begin your journey here and have your mind strong on what you want to achieve here, can turn out to be really beautiful life.
I think if you get an opportunity, do not miss it. Do not make your decision based on exaggerated facts on the social media. Make a well informed decision, but take that opportunity, come to Germany, live the life here. You will have a different perspective. You will have a lot of stories to tell. You will have a lot of memories to make, places to visit. On whole, I would say it's worth it to live in Germany, but at the same time, be ready to be very strong mentally, and also please pay attention to your health, which is also a very important thing here. So, yeah, take that opportunity, travel, and have fun.
Yeah. Also, people who are traveling and who are also already in Germany, comment below the struggles that you faced or the struggles you're facing to come to Germany. And also follow us for more such topics and content.
If you have any questions regarding moving or any other topics that you would like us to address, please comment down below and we will be more than happy to take a Q&A session. Thank you.
Follow us for more such content and keep liking us, share, and subscribe to our channel. Thank you for all the support. See you.